All right. I just finished writing up all this. This is like for 4.1.x. I fucking labeled this wrong. Whatever. Quick fix. And basically, this is a tutorial to get Fika running. Yay! So how it is? Prerequisites. You need to have Escape from Tarkov owned. You need to install it. I have a video that will help explain on how to install it. This is it. And then you also need to get it installed. I actually just recently posted this video today about on getting the automatic installer working for SPT. So yay. Wow, in 6 hours we already got 38 views, holy fuck. Anyway, this is about Fika. So what we gotta do is same thing as the other video. Uh, do your curl bash. You'll see multiple lines. Since I have already done this and I'm not re-uploading 60 fucking gigs of shit. Just please do this. And then there are going to be 3 separate zip folders that you need to have. They are in my they're in my forums description thing. If you need help, come on over. But I will be posting these into the description of this video. So you need the Fika headless. You're going to need the Fika release and the Fika server release files. Okay, so according to these videos, it's all these. So I already have them downloaded. As you can see, I have the release, server, and headless already downloaded. So now we are going to make sure that everything else is set up. So we're going to create a directory called SPT headless. I already did that on my machine, as you can see. So basically, what you do on the machine when you connect to it with FileZilla, you just go into the SPT, and here is all the files that you need for it for 4.1.1, which is all of these files. So you grab all these files, but unfortunately, I forgot to mention that you need to run the local host, which is this guy. Right click here, go to there, go to SPT server Linux, and then you need to run this guy right here. Connect to your local host after it's done. Says happy playing. Log in, get to the main menu, close the game. Okay, then you can close this back up again. Again, I already have videos for this previously to set this all up. Okay. Again, you're going to need to grab all these files after you've done the menu setup, and you drag it all into this folder right here. Okay. Now you're going to create another folder. You can either do it here or do it in your desktop. I have it on my desktop called Fika. I opened up the 3 files, the 3.zip files. And here's that. Here's the release, and here's the headless. Basically, all I did, I'm just going to run this again for you. So I just grabbed this, grab the BevNX. Okay, that's done. Grab this, that's done. Grab this, drag and drop these, and there you go. To make sure that you have everything that you need, you can go in there, go in plugins. So you need Fika core and headless. These are very important. Same thing as all these other files, okay? On your client, you don't need the headless. On the server, however, for this to work, you need the SPT runtime user mods Fika server. Okay, I haven't figured out on how to automatically do this, but this is in the documentation, right? So there's step 3, step 4. We just did number 4. Now we're going to do number 5. Okay, so as you can see in here, here's all this. Now we are going to go I'm just going to clear this bucket. Nano docker compose.yml. Going to grab these lines here. Now, here's the thing. I have it set up this way just in case you are using my host, which is client.technos.com. Okay? Client.technos.com. If you need a VPS for this, you can purchase a VPS hosting for the premium or the standard. Okay? So that way it will work. I will help you install it and everything. I will not provide the 60 gigs. Because I'm not going to spend an hour of my time just to upload the files. That is on you. Okay? So I'm going to grab this. And if you're using my host, we need to comment out ports and the IP there and uncomment the network mode host. Okay? So Control X, as you just saw, and then Y to write it and Enter to do it. Now, we need to boot it up. So we grab this line right here, grab it right here. You'll see that it is pulling the Docker of what we need from the SP Tushonka, which is the next SPT hosting of people, which is an amazing community. Now, once you see that it is loaded up, as you can see, it is 4.1.2, which is awesome. This is incorrect. I will have to bitch them out about this. But when you see server has started happy playing, Control C, and then we're going to stop the server here. Now, fun fact, when we go back into here, we can right click, refresh, here's the server, here's the Docker. Amazing stuff. So now for the next setup, we are going to have to drop in some files. On the left side, I have guided it to my desktop to Fika. This is make it easier for you guys. In the headless, okay, go into headless. You need to drag and drop this folder into here. Okay, now it's going to ask me because I already dragged the files over. And if this shows up, just apply current queue. Like grab, always use this action, apply current queue. Grab that. It will upload everything. As we can see, plugins, Fika, and just to make sure, just to clarify, that it is the same files, which is nice. Okay, it's always nice just to make sure of that. So now with the SPT runtime, this means it goes to the server. So we're going to go into the SPT runtime. We're going to go into user. We're going to go into mods. We're not going to go into Fika server because we're going to go into the server on the right side. We go into mods. This directory is empty. All right. Drag and drop the Fika server folder over. And again, if that pops up, override it. Now, you'll see that this is working, which is awesome. But there is some things that we are missing. So we got to go into here, start it back up. And you'll notice that mod loader loading one server mod server version 2.4 and yada yada yada. That is what we need. Okay. Now that the happy playing is up, we're going to go Control C, up, compose down. And then we're going to go back into here and do a quick refresh. Now we're going to see assets. In assets, we're going to see config, and we're going to we're going to edit this Fika JSON C file. So where it is, we're just going to have this here, so that way we can actually see the directory of it is right here. So all we're going to do is go to nano server mods, and to do the auto correction, like you see right now, I am using tab. Assets, config, and Fika JSON. So now we are going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page, because what we need to do is this guy right here. We are just going to guide the little mouse marker to amount and replace the 0 with a 1. And then we're going to save this. Control X, Y, Enter. Now, because of that, we're now going to have a headless account, headless ID. And to get that, we need to bring up the Docker Compose. While that is going, I'm gonna go up to here, go to step 7, which we just did, and now I'm gonna grab step 8, which is the headless here. Gonna grab this, go into here, and now we have an ID here, which is awesome. So I'm just going to copy it, highlight it, right click it, copy, and then I'm going to go to here, Control C, shut down the server, nano docker composer.yml. I am going to hold down the Windows key plus V, which brings up this guy. We're going to need to highlight this guy right here, paste this in, and do the same thing like we did before. We're going to take out that. This is only if you're using my host, unless you get a big error of where is it? Common issues. You get a big error like this, where it's like end stack trace previous location thrown, and it's going connection refused. You need to do this step that I'm doing right now. All right. So it's a network underscore mode host. Right? That's all we got to do. And sorry, not all. We need to put in the profile ID. And again, Windows key V, grab the ID of it, paste it in there with Control Shift V, Control X to save, Y to confirm, Enter to submit it. And there we go. Now we're going to throw this back up, Docker Compose up, and Docker Compose logs, so that way we can see it. As you can see, we are now getting a Fika headless Docker. All right. And to the power of editing, I've cut it so that way we're straight here and going instead of waiting at 122 freaking seconds for it. Which was weird, probably because I erased it so many times and brought it back up. So now the Fika headless is started. We're just waiting on the server to actually start, which is nice. Pop, pop. And here we go. So here goes some information, and server has started. Happy playing, but we're not going to cut it out yet because this is what we were waiting on: the Fika headless line. Enabling, so this line will be randomized of where it is. It doesn't always appear on where it should be, which is after the happy playing. But there we go, headless found. And there goes the other line that I was waiting for. So now when the line that we're waiting on is showing correctly, I shall cut it to that. And there we go, power of editing. We are at the part where it actually is showing what we need. All right. As you can see, this message right here is what we needed. It's saying verifying plugins, plugins verified successfully, plugins validated completed. And now I am going to show you on how to connect to your server. So we're going to go into the 4.1.1 installation of what you did previously. SBT runtime, we're going to go launch server here, and I'm just going to nuke this because this is because that was there for my testing purposes. So now what we're going to do is going to go add new server, and I'm just going to do this tutorial, if I can fucking spell it correctly, and it's going to be what it is at the showing, including the port 6969, right? So this is the IP of your VPS. That's the one that you connect to. Or if it shows 127.0.0.1 or 192.1.1.x, like X being the machine IP, you need to enable the port 255 and 6969 for this to actually work to the machine of where your VPS is. Otherwise, if you're using my VPS, you just enter in that number. Go to add, and as you can see, it is online. I'm going to connect to it. It shows headless. We are not selecting that because we do not need to touch that. We need to create a new profile. Edge of darkness because the Unreal causes major lag. Thank you, BSG. And balls. I'm just going to label it balls. And there we go. Now we are in. We're logged in as balls. As you can see, the account lifetime is 56 years. That is wrong because we do not have a profile yet. So we're going to select this guy. And we're going to wait for the game to actually start up. There we go. And as you can see, it is running. And on the bottom left hand, you'll see Fika 2.1.1 SBT 4.1.2 loading, which is amazing. And we're just going to create the account because this is brand spanking new. And of course, I'm going to keep it as balls because, you know, shits and giggles. And I'll show you what the console looks like while this is doing it. As you can see, I am connecting and everything, which is all right. I don't mind showing my IP because it literally is open source, literally because of my company. So, yay. Anyway, and my other previous tutorials, I'm too lazy to fucking edit it out. Anyway, here we go. As you can see, characters working and everything. So, and if you do not have this box, okay, you need to have this box. If you do not have it, close the game, close this launcher as well, because I accidentally forgot something, alright? We need to add in a certain mod, which is the... I believe it is Fika release, if I recall. Yeah, Fika release. You need to drag these files, all right, into your runtime, into this folder, into the Babinex plugins, Fika, and you'll see these files. You do not need the headless, all right. I forgot to mention that earlier, so that's why I'm mentioning it right now. And if you want to start your headless, you just select it. Select what map you want. For this instance, I'm just going to choose factory. Next, and I'm going to ensure, I'm going to ensure everything. Yes. Next, host raid, use headless, start this up. And there we go. I was going to show this round of what it is. And there we go. Under 30 seconds for that to load. Oh, by the way, this VPS is on a standard, not a premium. On the premium, it takes like not even a minute to get in fully, I think. I don't remember, but it's so much quicker than this. Way quicker. Oh shit, I got in before a minute. Huh. Okay. But of course, this is a small map. And here we go. I am in. As you can see, it is working. And looting is working as well, as you can see. So, there you go, guys. This is the tutorial of getting it working. Let's see. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I did hit him, though. There we go. I was waiting for it to go. Anyway, there you go. It is showing that it's working. I hope that this Hopes you guys. I hope you enjoy. Have fun.